What's going on, guys? Back again, HK, with another video. Doing an update on Bitcoin price action. Of course, if you haven't done so, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. And here we are, updating you guys on these videos. I know not everybody likes them, but because, you know, crypto's gone down track, but it's okay because we are here to keep an eye on history being made. So let's jump right into the prices. All right, so we're looking at this triangular pattern. It's forming at the bottom of the the downtrend that we're being seeing at the moment. What's interesting is that we're actually seeing a bit of a breakout happening right now. That would actually be a breakout. I wouldn't therefore like trade a long straight away right now, but what I would suggest you do is check for a confirmation down to that region, and then a confirmation of bounce above and a rejection from this sort of resistance to form a new support is when I would probably make the entry. Okay, that's just my theory. That's just my approach, because it may just be a fake out and dropped into it. One of the things that I'm looking at is that on the 4-hourly chart, we're actually nearing a very high overbought region. And so at the moment, there is quite a lot of selling pressure. So it may be that the pattern actually should be drawn from just the top. So it could just be that it's swimming within it. We actually don't know, but it can potentially be a breakout at this stage. Now that being said, if we don't break above and we break down below, this will be a bear triangle, and we would be expecting a similar fall of that nature from wherever it decides to fall, which will then take our price action all the way down to $12,000 mark, which is quite crazy. So that is something that is definitely not out of question. I do also sense that this line over here, which I think is what is that, 100 MA, 100 or 200 MA, it may find some rejection from that level as well. Then that is potential, because if we then move within a channel like so, we may actually be able to see the price action go all the way up to that $22,000 mark. At which point a lot of press might actually come through and say, look, hey, the price action is going, you know, better than we expected, blah blah blah, because everyone's looking for a downtrend. But then that might be what the whales are doing to actually wipe out all your longs, to head down to form a bear flag. That's right, guys. So that is the update on Bitcoin today, guys. I think genuinely at the moment the overall trend is a downward trend, as you can see from the 200 MA that we're seeing right now. That is on a downward trend. As you can see, once it then twists around and gets to that level, I reckon something similar may happen, as we have seen back in the beginning of June this year. So I'm gonna sense that there is going to be a very strong rejection around the 200 MA. Not to mention, if we actually zoom out to the slightly longer term, let's load this chart up. The price at the moment, I think is quite, like, extremely attractive. See this green and red line? I want you guys to pay attention to that a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the weekly chart up, and we're going to zoom out as far as we can. And this red and green line, which has been the 1,000-day and a 1,400-day moving average, if you bought any time within that region, it has been very good time to buy in. So right now, the price action is sitting well below that red line as well. And the only time we actually then poked below then was the bear market tips of 2015 January, and of course 2015 August, as well as the Corona beam that we've seen as well. So right now is actually a fantastic time. Now, of course, I'm making this video in this time of history. Are people watching? No, because everyone's losing money and everyone's like, oh, this is the doom and gloom. You know, Malcolm Berry saying that, yo, we're gonna be having, you know, one of the worst crashes, 50% retracement from where we are right now. But I think Bitcoin is quite close to the bottom right now. Well, I could also be wrong, but the thing is, history is an indication, right? So we got to look back on history, and we got to understand that, like, from the bull market to the bottom that we are seeing, usually correct about the 87%. Okay. So the bull market, bang, in December 2017, bang, all the way down 83%. Yeah, are we seeing a bit of a pattern here, or am I just going crazy? Same thing here, we're at 74%, another 85% will be taking us to $10,000 Bitcoin. Is that out of the question? Absolutely not. But hey, that makes sense. If Marco, here we go. So if Michael Berry says like, you know, the stocks are going to correct 50%, I think Bitcoin can also correct 50%, if not more. So 50% down from 20,000 is about 10,000, which is where the 85% correction would be, right? So I don't think that's out of the question at all. But do we know for sure that that's how low it's going to go? Well, we don't know. So we just got to make sure that we just take some strategies like dollar cost averaging, and of course, let me just go back one more bull cycle and a bear cycle, and we also see that well, that's corrected 93%. But you got to understand that, you know, technology for blockchain and Bitcoin as we know it, and as you can see, it like sort of happens in intervals. So I think we're very close to our bottom as well. But here, like, you know, the market cap within this time would have been very, very low compared to the market cap right now. So it makes sense that then the correction actually reduces, you know, a little bit by little bit, 93, 87, 83, maybe 80% as well. So it actually makes sense that we do see smaller corrections as we then identify what this technology can do for us. But the fact that the moving average it has been a support line for this, and we're actually sitting below that, I think is a great sign that Bitcoin has a massive value proposition. And so if you believe in that, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in today. That is my video.